Hi, I'm Rex Houze. A leadership development course I took when I was 27 changed my life and career trajectory forever. And in that leadership development course, I learned 5 phrases, 17 total words that would change my life. And those words and phrases are whatever you vividly imagine, ardently desire, sincerely believe, and enthusiastically act upon must inevitably come to pass. Let's take a look at those one at a time. Whatever you vividly imagine, okay, that you can have anything you want if you want it bad enough and if you're willing to work hard enough. Uh, and there's two reasons for failure in anything. Number one is you don't start in the first place. And when you vividly imagine something, you're more likely to start it. And the second reason for failure is you quit too soon. And again, when you vividly imagine something that you really want, you're more likely to persist and stick to it. I heard a poem early in my career, and that goes like this: the dreams we dream can be fulfilled if when we dream, we also build, and we can build the dreams we choose depending on the tools we use. If we would build to greater heights, we have to raise our hopes and sights. When hopes and sights are only small, we can't build lofty, high, and tall. We must think big for big success. Why be content with something less? Sights must be high if we'd build high, but faith has wings, so why not fly? To see your hopes and dreams come true, think big, think high, think good, think new. The years can see them all fulfilled by how you think and how you build. So vividly imagine is the thinking part. Now let's talk about ardently desire. A young boy approached Socrates many centuries ago and asked Socrates how he could get wisdom. And Socrates took him out into the water and stuck his head under the water, and the kid was thrashing and kicking and gasping for air. And finally, Socrates let him up and said, "What did you want more than anything in the world when you were underwater?" And the young boy said, "Air." And Socrates said, "When you want wisdom as bad as you wanted air, you'll get wisdom." So ardently desire means you really want to. What do you want to be? Who do you want to be? What do you want to do? What do you want to have? All of that goes into ardently desire. And in the third phrase is sincerely believe that whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Those words were penned by W. Clement Stone. Uh, Henry Ford said, if you think you're right or you think you're wrong, in either case, I'm sorry, if you think you can or if you think you can't, in either case, you're right. Uh, you know, if you will you believe it when you see it? A lot of people say, "Oh, I'll believe it when I see it." Well, maybe you'll see it when you believe it. Uh, then one of my favorites is a young girl was doing an assignment in kindergarten. She was told by the teacher to draw a picture of something that she really liked. And when the teacher looked at the drawing, she asked the little girl, "What are you drawing a picture of?" And the little girl says, "I'm drawing a picture of God." And the teacher said, "You can't do that. No one knows what God looks like." And the little girl, with all the confidence in the world, said, "They will in a few minutes when I'm finished with my drawing." That's confidence, but it's also belief. And then the last line is whatever, well, actually, the fourth line is whatever you vividly imagine, ardently desire, sincerely believe. And then the fourth line is enthusiastically act upon must inevitably come to pass. Those are the fourth and fifth lines. And so, what does enthusiastically act upon mean? Well, there's three types of people. There are people that make things happen, there are people that watch things happen, and there are people who wonder what the heck happened. I call them winners, watchers, and whiners. And you don't want to be a whiner and you don't want to be a watcher. You want to be a winner. So you need to enthusiastically act upon the things that are important to you. Nike has 3 words for it: just do it. Imagine a baseball diamond. Going to first base is vividly imagine. Going to second base is ardently desire. Going to third base is sincerely believe. Why would you stop at third? Why wouldn't you enthusiastically act upon it so that it'll inevitably come to pass? In tennis, there's a concept called sweet spot. In a tennis racket, when it hits the sweet spot, which is right in the center of the racket, when it's right here and it hits the center of the racket, it goes pop. It makes a pop sound. And when you watch the pros, it's pop, 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 pop. Well, when it hits outside the sweet spot, above the sweet spot, below the sweet spot, to the left or the right of the sweet spot, it goes thud. And if it hits the frame, it goes clunk. And when it goes clunk, you typically lose the point. 99 out of 100 times, be a fluke if it went over the net. And then, so those are the first three sounds. And then the fourth sound that a tennis racket makes, and you already know what it is whoosh. And that's where you miss it completely. So what my message to you is here is to find your center, find the hub of whatever you want to vividly imagine, ardently desire, sincerely believe, and enthusiastically act upon, so that it will inevitably come to pass. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.